Χαίρετε, γεια σας, πώς είστε? Καλησπέρα σας. Καλημέρα ή καλησπέρα, τέλος πάντων, μπορείτε να το φέρετε στα μέτρα σας. Λοιπόν, μια μικρή περίοδος αναμονής τους, ώστε να τακτοποιηθούν όλοι και όλες που μπαίνετε τώρα. Μαζί με τις ευχές μου για καλημέρα, είμαι ο Κωνσταντίνος Μπογδάνος, χαίρομαι που βρίσκομαι εδώ. Και σήμερα πρόκειται να παρουσιάσουμε την Shawne Duperon. Λοιπόν, θα ήθελα να σας δώσω ορισμένα στοιχεία εν σχέση με, αν πάει κανείς στο LinkedIn, στο προφίλ της, εν σχέση με τους τομείς στους οποίους αυτή η θαυμάσια γυναίκα και εξαιρετικός επαγγελματίας και ένας εξαιρετικά ενδιαφέρον άνθρωπος που πρόκειται να μας δώσει πράγματα και εμείς ελπίζουμε ότι θα πάρουμε όσο περισσότερα μπορούμε από αυτά τα οποία έχει να μας δώσει, ασχολείται. Παρενθετική πρόταση ήταν αυτό. Public relations, public speaking, staff development, training skills, promotions, leadership development, motivational speaking, social media consulting, negotiation, editing, social media marketing, training, non-profits, sales management, communication training, media studies, broadcast. It goes on forever. Συνεχίζει αυτό το πράγμα και το λέω για να καταλαβαίνει και η Shawne ακριβώς που το πάω με αυτή την εισαγωγή. Συνεχίζει για πάντα αυτό το πράγμα. Παρακάμπτω άλλο τόσο από όσο σας διάβασα και συνεχίζουμε. Radio, entertainment, strategic partnership, community outreach, fundraising, publicity, team building, advertising, marketing strategy, event management, blah, 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 goes on forever. Αλλά σήμερα θα μας μιλήσει για κάτι πολύ πιο θεμελιώδες από οτιδήποτε έχει να κάνει με τα στενά όρια ενασχόλησης σε επαγγελματικούς τομείς. Forgiveness. Μιλάγαμε χτες και της λέω, okay, γιατί δεν μας μιλήσεις? 6 Emmy έχει αυτή η γυναίκα, έχει κάνει τα πάντα επαγγελματικά. Είναι ένα τέρας, είναι από το Detroit, Eminem, βλέπε. Είναι streetwise, δεν πρόκειται για αποστηρωμένο άνθρωπο. Και εκεί που λες ότι από αυτόν εγώ έχω να πάρω πάρα πολλές ιδέες για επαγγελματικά θέματα, σου λέω, όχι, θα μιλήσω για forgiveness. Αυτό είναι το project το οποίο τρέχει. Forgiveness θα μπορούσε να είναι μια επαγγελματική έννοια. Το να μάθουμε να συγχωρούμε ή το να μάθουμε να δεχόμαστε απολογίες, συγγνώμες, να μην κρατάμε μέσα μας βάρος. Ποιο είναι το μεγαλύτερο μας κεφάλαιο? Μπορεί να είναι ο ίδιος μας ο εαυτός. Πόσο καλό μπορεί να μας κάνει το να μάθουμε να είμαστε δεκτικοί και να επιτρέπουμε στους άλλους στραβοπατήματα, ίσως χωρίς να τα παίρνουμε προσωπικά. Είναι μια μεταφυσική έννοια η συγχώρεση, η οποία όμως μπορεί να έχει μια πάρα πολύ συγκεκριμένη, πρακτική και λογική θέση στη ζωή μας. Δεν είναι ανάγκη να εκπορεύεται πάντοτε από κέντρα τα οποία είναι στο επέκεινα και έξω από εμάς. Νομίζω ότι... Have I gone too far? Yeah. Γεμάτο οργά. Είναι η λέξη της ημέρας. Λοιπόν, therefore, ladies and gents, I'm pleased to introduce Shawne Duperon.
Oh, wait.
Excuse me.
Fabulous. That was fabulous. I know he said wonderful things about me, eh?
If you say so. This way.
I just learned yapato forever because he said it so many times, eh? Let me take a look at you here. This is where we're going to start today. Hi. How many of you ready to just like rock out this business thing, get the career going, just rock this puppy out? Who's ready to do that? Excellent. Who's like ready to get rid of some of the depression and finally get some peace and some business stuff? Get some peace? How many's like, oh my God, shoot me in the head, I hope I get through it with this woman? Is that? Excellent. I read your mind, eh? How many still not raising their hands? Very good. So I am Shawne Duperon. I did marry a Canadian Frenchman. Oh, yay. And my thing is time. You know, the older you get, time becomes so precious, eh? And so I've got you for 54 minutes and 37 seconds, and I promise not to waste a single second. Will that work for you? Yeah? So I'm a researcher, and I know that our brain thinks in threes. So I always talk in threes, especially when it comes to goals, when we're going to talk about something and play and look at some new ways of looking at things. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at this notion of what are you broadcasting? You're your own TV station. You're your own radio station. You give off a signal. Whether you're out there eating a banana, you guys eat a lot of bananas. You do. Whether you're out there eating a banana, whether you're in a job interview, whether maybe you're a business owner and you're selling a big product, you give off a signal. And so we're going to play in this realm of shameless self-promotion and get some tips and play in this realm of shameless self-promotion. Second thing we're going to do is we're going to play in this notion of new perceptions. New perceptions can alter your destiny. New perceptions can alter your destiny. Let me give you an example. One of the classes that I teach globally is a class called Networking is for Neanderthals. Now, when you hear the word Neanderthal, you think of that guy, right? Sometimes he might be dragging a woman by her hair, right? And he has a big turkey leg or a dinosaur leg over his shoulder. Now, as a feminist rhetorician in academia, that makes my skin crawl. And, like, really, who were Neanderthals? Based in biology and based in anthropology, they were thrivers and worked together as a network to survive. It was part of our amygdala brain. It was part of simply who we are. And we really are based in that biology. That's a different way to look at a Neanderthal, eh? A different way to look at it. And then we got this notion of gossip. All right, pinky swear. Do you guys say pinky swear here? No? It's a U.S. phrase. It means, I swear I'm telling you the truth. Cross my heart, hope to die. Do you say cross my heart, hope to die here? No? What do you say? Oh, mwah. Okay. So, mwah. I am getting a PhD in gossip. Like, no kidding. There's about 100 of us in the world that really focus on this expertise. And usually when you think of gossip, you think mean and nasty and malicious, don't you? Like mean and nasty. Well, actually, research shows the mean, nasty stuff is only about 5 to 7%. We're actually really good, awesome people. And it says a lot about where a word comes from. The word gossip comes from the word God-sib, meaning close to God. Yeah, so what would happen, like in the 8th, 9th, 10th centuries, the doulas, the women delivering babies, they were called God-sibs because they'd spread the precious news within the community that a precious child of God was born. Talking about gossip marketing, that's another day, another story, right? And gossip, or word of mouth, is the best way to get a job or get a new client. Oh my gosh, hire him. He rocks. Oh, don't hire him. He never shows up and he only works part-time. That for someone who's hiring, that's very good gossip. Are you with me? It's like a warning in culture. So word of mouth is the best form of advertising on the planet. And then even when you look at this notion of new perceptions, because I'm really into this game of forgiveness. And when you think about forgiveness, we all have definitions of what that is. Like, is it forgive and forget? I'll take the high road. Do you guys say that here? I'll take the high road. Have you heard that here? Yeah? Have you not heard that here? Who's still not raising their hands? Okay, excellent. So it's a phrase that's used like, I will be better than them and I will forgive, right? We hear that sometimes. Is that what it really means? And I'm making a movie on forgiveness. We did a little video using gossip theory to make it go viral. It's been seen by tens of thousands of people across the globe. And so I've been noticing all these new conversations around the topic of forgiveness, which we're also going to explore in new perceptions. You know, like even forgiving yourself for not forgiving. Forgiving yourself for not forgiving. You know, because sometimes you're just so frickin' mad. And we have it that mad is bad. What if mad is just an emotion? Right? Forgiving yourself for not forgiving. That's really cool. So we're going to dance in this notion of new perceptions. And the third thing we're going to do, which is my absolute favorite thing to do, and here's what I want to say before I bring it up on the screen. all of us speakers have a lot of themes that match. Like Carol this morning talked about whatever you focus on expands. And thotholies. I'm almost there. I'll just call him Sexy Hottie, who was just before me. Okay? Talking about this notion of dancing in discomfort through hobbies or, dancing in discomfort. You're going to hear a lot of these themes. You're also going to hear different perceptions or different takes on it. Because my take isn't quite like what Carol's was this morning. And here's the beauty of it. You take what you want and you leave the rest. You take what works for you because we all have different perceptions. Make sense? Yeah? Okay. So with that said, the third thing we're going to do is we're going to play in this notion of love versus fear. Love versus fear. Love is such a weird word to use in business, and I use it in corporations all across the globe. And I happen to love fear. I happen to love fear. Now let me give you a definition of my definition. So the love space, joy, fun, play, excitement, creativity, teamwork. It's where charisma shows up. I'm a media trainer by trade. When you're in the love space, you become very charismatic and very present in the moment, right? It's a lot of fun. Now, fear, on the other hand, is everything that love is not. It's like when anger is a type of fear. You follow my logic? Procrastination is a type of fear. Sarcasm can be a type of fear. Also, inappropriate humor. You ever been sharing something really vulnerable or wonderful, and then someone in the group makes a stupid remark? Has anyone ever experienced that? Has anyone ever made the stupid remark? Yay! Who's still not raising their hands? Okay, got it. So, sometimes in inappropriate humor, it's anything that stops the flow of love. And what's in the middle is forgiveness. See, and here's why I love fear. Fear is where all the risks are taken. Right? I'm going to give you an example. So I'm in this PhD game, okay? This has been, oh my gosh, shoot me the head, get me through this thing, okay? I've been in it for 7 years. And a week and a half ago, I defended my prospectus, which is allowing me to go on to my research, and I passed. This was humongous, okay? Given that, last December, I failed miserably. And I met my time deadline. I was devastated. I was in so much pain. And in the last 4 months, I've just worked so hard to get so ready for this a week ago Tuesday. And you can imagine, as I'm getting ready to defend in front of 4 PhDs, after failing in December, what's going on in my stomach? Moments of intense fear. Moments of, oh, I know the answer to that one. I am frickin' smart. Moments of when they ask me a question, I'm like, I have no idea even what that means. I want to look like a PhD, so I'm trying to talk like one, and I have no clue what that means. So in that moment when they say it, deep breath, because I'm in high fear. I can go into forgiveness really quick in the moment and say, Shawne, you have no clue what that means. Can you forgive yourself? You don't have to know everything. Deep breath. When I do that, then I can go back over to love space and say, I really don't know the answer to that question because I didn't spend a lot of time in grounded theory. I looked more at thematic analysis. I apologize, I don't know the answer. And the response was, oh, no problem. And then they moved on. So it's not that deep. Sometimes things that we think are really deep are really not that deep. So this game of love and fear is a dance of energy, back and forth, through and through, going on and asking for a new job, maybe in a realm that you've never played in before. Your stomach's going to be going, right? And then maybe you do that interview. The next time you do one after that, it's more like, and what it is, it's a game of noticing for me. When I notice in the moment that I'm in fear mode, I can just go, wow, I'm really scared. When I name it and own it, it disappears. And then I'm freed up to come out here. Now, it's a different model than what Carol talked about. So you take the model that works for you. Like, standing right there, I want to puke. Coming out on stage, I'm terrified to go on stage. I speak in front of thousands of people all the time. And I'm always, always, always scared. I'm not scared of the word, though. What I've become masterful at is managing fear in a powerful way. And I love the authenticity to be able to say to myself and acknowledge, boy, I'm really scared right now. Yes, you are. So we're going to dance in these notions with the time that I have you. Sound good? Yeah? Okay. I don't want to say that. All right, before we dive in,
Would it be okay if I just told you a little bit about me and why the heck I do this? Would that be okay? So I was a reporter in another life. I was a health reporter. I was a business reporter. I got to travel the globe quite a bit. I got to cover like the James Bond exhibit in London. Do you guys know who James Bond is? Daniel Craig, ooh la la, okay? For the older ones, Pierce Brosnan, right? So I got to do a lot of fun stuff. I've interviewed, most US presidents. I've interviewed hundreds and hundreds of celebrities. One of my favorites is Morgan Freeman. Do you guys know who Morgan Freeman is? He's just as cool as he is. He's just a quiet, meditative, wonderful soul. So I've gotten to interview some really cool people. But the thing that I saw along the way, being a reporter, and I wanted to go into training, is that I really wanted to show people how to get on camera and work on camera, because you got the power. When you really know how to be on camera, whether you're in a corporate job or you have your own business, you can really generate some really cool stuff. But what I saw when I started generating media training is that powerful communication skills and relationship skills, which are imperative to media relationships, were missing, not only in the entrepreneurial world, but also in the corporate world. So what happened is I filled in the gap of playing in this realm of communication leadership, which to me always came down to love and fear and forgiving ourselves, right? And playing in this game of relationship. So with that said, we're about to do some activities. Okay, somebody in the audience just went, brrrr. Some of you just went, no big shake. It's all based in biology because we're Neanderthals, remember? It depends on your biology. So with that said, I'm going to set some rules before we start doing some stuff. First of all, does anyone steal stuff? Does anyone steal? Like pens or purses or wallets or phones? There's always a couple. Okay, so my request is that you refrain from stealing, because we're about to be moving around a lot, and I just want to let you know your stuff is safe. Okay, you can even hide it underneath your chair. Sound good? Yeah? Okay. The big thing we're going to do is we're going to dance in fear, okay? And we're going to dance in the notion of being comfortable with being uncomfortable, that Thothalith was talking a little bit about earlier, okay? I know I'm not saying it. I can't do the TH twice, okay? Thothalith. I'm getting there, right? Ris. Thothoris. Getting there. Okay, estoy aprendiendo español. Oh, yay. Okay, so we're going to dance to this notion of being comfortable with being uncomfortable. Comfortable with being uncomfortable. And how I see it, and all the reporters that hung out with me on Skype about a month or so ago, you guys already know this. Discomfort is like, and here's another odd word for you guys, okay? It's another odd word. Discomfort is like a fart. Okay? Here you are, you're walking through the mall. All of a sudden, this big, fat, smart fart smell hits you, and you're like, oh my gosh, get me through that smell, right? You with me, right? But here's the thing about farts and discomfort. The smell always goes away, right? Some farts last longer than others, okay? So one of your farts might be 20 minutes of an interview that you thought was only going to be 10, and the fart is keep going and going and going, right? So it's a great analogy that works, okay? It's a great analogy, and that's the one we're going to use as we're sitting here playing. Also, as I start having you do activities, I'm going to have a hard time getting your attention. You're going to be so excited talking to each other. You're going to be having so much fun. And what I'm going to do to get your attention is I'm going to raise my hand and quiet down. I'm going to raise my hand and quiet down. Anytime you see a hand go up in the room, you're going to raise yours and you're going to quiet down, because it means that activity, we're moving on to the next activity. Here's what I want you to notice. I want you to be on high radar and start noticing how long it takes you to notice. The game of love and fear is a game of noticing. And when you notice what you start noticing that you didn't notice before, that's when really cool things start to happen, okay? So we're going to go ahead and practice. Go ahead and talk to each other right now. Go ahead and talk. That was horrible. Do it again. That was better. I need it a little bit sharper because we're starting to move fast, okay? Go ahead and talk to each other again. Better, so do that. I did it. Okay. All right. The other thing is I'm going to do something called an accelerated learning style. Has anyone ever heard of the accelerated learning style? Excellent. Has anyone not? Who's still not raising their hands? Okay, that's it. I'm going to ask you questions. I'm going to have you repeat things to each other. I do it because it works. I like velocity. I like what works, especially working in real high realms of being in the media. Are you with me? And they also apply in this realm of communication and relationship building. So I'm going to have you say things to each other, raise your hands. I'll guide you along the way. Turn the person next to you and say, I'll play the game. Say it out loud. Turn the person next to you and say, I'll play the game. Come on, man. Excellent. You see how it's going to work? You're quieting down already. Turn to the person on the other side and say, I think you're kind of hot. Excellent. You're getting how this works. So I'm going to teach you 2 fast skills that you're about to do as we start to interact. You ready? Turn the person next to you and say, give it to me, baby. Uh-huh. I'm not joking. Turn to the person next to you and say, give it to me, baby. Uh-huh. That is my second favorite song. Okay, so here comes 2 skills. Turn the person next to you and say, she's given to me 2 skills. She's given to me 2 skills. Say it to the person next to you. Excellent. The first one is called the cycle, and I have a hard time saying this in Greece for whatever reason. It's called the cycle of reciprocity. The cycle of reciprocity. Say it out loud. Awesome. The cycle of reciprocity, come on back, is the only place that life exists. You're breathing in, you're breathing out, right here in this moment, alive and awake, in this moment, charismatically alive. The only thing that stops a cycle of reciprocity is fear. You catch your breath and it chops. You know, like sometimes you get scared of something, you forget what you're going to say, or you get that fear chops up really quick, right? Anyone ever experienced that in business? Excellent. Has anyone not experienced that in business? Who's still not raising their hands? Okay, good. All right, so here's a good way to describe the cycle of reciprocity. It's a giving and receiving. It's a giving or receiving. Haven't we gotten really good at giving? Like we give a lot. You with me? Especially if you're here, you're passionate, you're probably a giver, chances are, right? Here's the thing though, in the cycle of reciprocity, if you keep giving and giving and giving and giving and giving and giving, all you're doing is breathing out and never breathing in. And you cannot thrive and survive in a cycle of reciprocity that is not a giving and receiving. Let me just give you a quick example with my daughter. She's 27, she's got a 3-year-old, she's in her 4th year of med school. About 6 years ago, she says, Mama, I want to take you to go get a pedicure for your birthday. Now, 15 years ago, I would said, oh, Autumn, no. You have no money. Let me take you to go get a pedicure. See, but I've learned a lot internally about giving and receiving. And when she said, Mama, let's go get a pedicure, I'm like, my precious Autumn, I graciously and deeply receive that pedicure. See, because what she's given me is love. And a lot of times we miss out in the giving and receiving. We're so busy giving because we're so desperate for it to work out that we haven't opened ourselves up to receiving. Are you with me? Turn the person next to you and say, this woman is frickin' brilliant. I can't hear you. Go ahead. Which graciously segues me into the second skill we're going to learn. So we're going to practice some cycles of reciprocity, okay? The second skill is called shameless self-promotion. Turn the person next to you and say, you are shameless. Say it again, twice as loud. All right. So let me redefine, okay? Because remember, new perceptions can alter your destiny. Shame is in fear. Shameless without shame is in love. You with me? Turn the person next to you, go, Okay, and here's how shameless self-promotion works. Is Shakira in here? Shakira? Where are you? No, Shakira. Angela. Shakira. Is Shakira in a room? I mean, she's... Angela? Oh, there she is. Everybody turn and look at her. There she is. We call her Shakira. She's been driving us around with We Love Volvo for sponsoring us and getting us driven around. Okay, so when Shakira walks in the room, and she's a sexy woman, very sexy. Did you see her? I was telling about Shakira. So who is she? Who is she? And you make sure you see her, okay? When the sexy woman walks in the room, she doesn't walk in the room and go, I'm so sexy. I'm sexy. Look how sexy I am. No, she doesn't do that. She walks in like Shakira. She walks in, and maybe she'll go, if she's got a little Beyonce going on, she'll go, hey? But she just be sexy. So this thing about shameless self-promotion, it's a way of being rather than what's coming out of your mouth. Bonus, if your being is this confident, solid place, which means lower fear. Fear and confidence means squat to me. Remember, fear is good. Has nothing to do with confidence. It's just feelings that show up. And when you can manage fear in a really powerful way and step into the love place and grounded and confident, you are walking shameless self-promotion. You with me? Turn the person next to you. Go, this is very interesting. Say it again, twice as loud. Okay, good. So I'm going to tell you what to do, then you're going to do it. I'm going to tell you what to do, and then you're going to do it. Turn the person next to you and say, I love bossy women. Come back. Turn to the person on the other side and say, you're a bossy woman too, so be quiet. Okay, so listen to the instructions. When fear goes up, we can't hear things. So I'm going to give you really good instructions. When fear goes up, we don't discern. We don't hear what's going on. So when I say go, I want you to physically stand up. This is when I say go. You're going to talk for about 10 or 15 seconds. The other person is going to talk for about 10 or 15 seconds. And then if there's time, you're going to move on to another person. And you're already thinking, well, what do you want us to talk about? Well, I haven't gotten there yet. I'll get there. Okay? What I want you to talk about, it's really, really intense. Are you ready? Turn the person next to you and say, I was born ready. So do it again, twice as loud. Okay, good. What I want you to discuss, and it's not that deep. Turn the person next to you and say, it is not that deep. Okay, you're going to discuss your favorite song. Go, get up, go talk to people. Go tell people your favorite song. Go. Start noticing the hand. Excellent. Start noticing the hand. Excellent. Start noticing the hands. Notice how long it takes you to notice. Notice how long it takes you to notice. Start noticing in business how long it takes you to notice, because this is a business environment. This is not, you're going to have fun, you're learning stuff. This is serious business stuff. Are you with me? Okay, so we're in a business environment. You want to be very discerning what's going on in the moment. You want to start noticing how long it takes you to notice. Just like if you're at a networking event and you're talking to someone and someone else walks up, you're deeply in this conversation. Maybe you're nervous talking to this big cheese. You say big cheese here, yeah? Okay, big feta? Okay, all right. And you're so engaged in that conversation, you didn't even notice that person walking up. Has that ever happened to you? And then you're standing there going, oh my gosh, do I feel like an idiot? Oh, blah, 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 blah. You with me? Right? You don't start noticing what's going on. So you're going to start noticing. To the person next to you, say, I notice you, and you really do look hot. All right, come on back. All right, here comes the next question. Say, give it to me, baby. So this time, what I want you to share, you're going to talk 15 seconds or so. The other person's going to talk 15 seconds or so. I want you to talk about, like, what had you come today? Like, really, like, in a nutshell, what inspired you to come today to this event, to Jill's event, Better Life Day? What had you come? And when I say go, I want you to move 5 feet so you're talking to someone you have no clue who they are. Go. Go. Start noticing. Start noticing. Start noticing. Excellent. 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 You're getting very discerning. Excellent. 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 Okay. So now we're going to start up in the ante a bit. Stay with me so you can hear the directions. Excellent. We're going to up the ante a little bit. This time, what I want you to do, when I say go, you're going to talk for about 10 or 15 seconds. The other person's going to talk for about 10 or 15 seconds. This time, I want you to brag on yourself. And this is how it looks. I'm awesome. I'm fabulous. I'm the best media trainer on the planet. I'm also sexy as all get out. People love me. Go. Excellent. Come on back. Excellent. We're going to increase the length of the fart for discomfort. Turn the person next to you, say, it's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. It is getting warm, isn't it? Yeah? Excellent. Here comes your next instructions. You ready? Say, I was born ready, baby. Okay, good. So here's what I want you to do this time. Come back to me. We start to chatter when fear is really high. We start to chatter when fear is really high. Okay? So this time you're going to brag again. Only this time you're going to do it really sad. I'm awesome. People love me wherever I go. Go. Excellent. Come on back. Excellent. Now I'm going to up the ante just a little bit, and I want to give you some instructions. Come on back. Here's what I want you to start noticing. I want you to start noticing that when you're doing this, are you talking way too much so you become an energy suck? Are you talking very little where you're also an energy suck? I want you to start noticing if you're talking too much or talking too little. Where are my people that just talk too much? You just do. Excellent. So your game is to start shutting up. Turn the person next to you, say, shut up already. Turn the person next to you, say, shut up already. Okay, come on back. And where's my people that don't talk enough? More introverted, right? Excellent. Who's still not raising their hands? Who still hasn't decided you're kind of combo both? All right, I think I got everybody. Okay, here's the thing. Neither one of those is wrong or right. In the cycle of reciprocity in business, you want to start noticing if you're talking too much, right? So as we start doing these activities, you're going to have moments where you start noticing if you're talking too much. You have my permission to be a weirdo. Turn the person next to you, say, you're a weirdo anyway. What I mean by that, by the course of the day, as you're interacting with folks during this business activity, you're going to notice that you're talking to someone, maybe you're in fear mode, getting a little desperate, because you know how like we sometimes get desperate and want people to just really love us and appreciate us? Who can relate? Who cannot relate? Who's still not raising their hands? Where are the dead people? Okay, good. Right? So you're going to start noticing what may or may not be going on. I also want you to notice something else. There's this gal, her name is Sherry Huber. She coined the phrase, how you do anything is how you do everything. How you do anything is how you do everything. And what I want you to notice while we're doing this activities, because all we're doing is playing here and creating some synergy and connecting. That's all we're doing here. Notice if you're annoyed. Just notice, there's nothing wrong. Remember, annoyed is fear.
Notice if you're not wanting to participate. That just might be an indicator. Where else in your life do you not participate? Because it's out of your comfort zone, or it's, I don't do that. Are you with me? And coming from a place of non-judgment, because we're all in different levels of introvert, extrovert based on our biology. This is a biology thing. This is not you're a good person, bad person thing. Are you with me? Yep, turn the person next to you, say, you really are a good person. Okay. All right, excellent. So just start noticing. There doesn't mean you have to do anything. There's nothing to do. Just start noticing what may or may not be going on for you personally during these activities, right? Because what happens is when we grow older, we don't say, gosh, I can't wait to be 49 years old, be about 46 pounds overweight, and hate my job. We don't do that. We don't. We wake up, oh my gosh, when you're a little kid, I don't even want to go to bed because I just kind of stay up longer, right? And stuff happens to us along the way that kind of deadens us, right? Also things like the economy, outside sources happen in the economy. You with me? Turn the person next to you, say, I'm so with her. Turn the person next to you and say, I'm so with her. Okay, got it. We're going back to bragging. Turn the person next to you, say, finally. Okay, this time when you brag, are you ready? Are you ready? This time, and this is the best tip of the day for me, is I want you to do it excruciatingly smiling so your cheeks hurt. I'm awesome. People love me wherever I go. I'm fabulous. I'm the best trainer on the planet. Now, the reason, come on back. The reason I'm having you do this is smiling is a skill. Smiling is a skill. Research shows, study after study after study, those who smile more than others, and there's different delineations of it, can double their income. Double their income. Because we're Neanderthals. Turn the person next to you, say, you're a Neanderthal. Come on back. We biologically, anthropologically respond to smiling. Turn the person next to you, say, I love your smile. Okay. So here we go. Go brag. I'm awesome. I'm fabulous. Go. Excellent. Come on back. One more, which is my favorite, and this is in honor of Jeff in Greece. Jeff, are you in here? Oh, there you are, Jeff. All right, so what I want you to do, because I'm married to a Frenchman, this time what I want you to do is I want you to brag in a fake French accent. It'd be funny hearing it from you guys. I am so awesome. People love moi wherever I go. 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 Excellent. Turn the person next to you, say, you are so frickin' French. Take a seat. I'm going to tell you what to do, then you're going to do it. I'm going to tell you what to do, then you're going to do it. Turn the person next to you, say, good bossy is back. Say it again, twice as loud. Excellent. What I want you to do is I want you to get a partner, turn to the person next to you and say, you are so mine. All right. Just so you know, don't you hate it when you get left out in pairs like this? You ever go to conferences and you're left out and your stomach's going brrrr, you can work in threes, okay? So now we just went back to the love space, got it? Like real easy like that. Okay, so what I want you to discuss between the both of you, or the three of you, or whatever you got in your group, come on back. What I want you to discuss is the distinction between bragging and shameless self-promotion. What is the difference? Go talk. Excellent. Come on back. Excellent. What I want you to start noticing is noticing becomes an easy skill. So like some of you I'm watching, I can see you like out of the corner of your eye, you're going. Because you want to make sure hands aren't, you want to make sure you're following the rules, right? And at first it feels cumbersome because you're more like on high alert. As you start getting more masterful at being in the love space, the high alert starts to go away. And it becomes a beautiful dance of going back and forth from love and forgiveness. And you happen to be in the love space a lot more, right? Depending if you're going to take some big risks, maybe you're going to spend a little more time in the fear mode. I've been in fear mode for a good 6 months, having the biggest transformations of my life. I feel like I can frickin' do anything from what I've been through with this PhD. Are you with me? It's like stretching as a rubber band. And my rubber band shape is never the same when I've gotten through this. Same thing with going on CNN. I don't know what it's your equivalent here. 1 million people watching you on TV. I've done CNN. I can do any national and international show now. Doesn't mean I don't get brrrr, but it's not like it used to be where I wanted to throw up. Are you with me? Turn to the person next to you and say, don't throw up on me. Okay, good. I just want to do this really quick. I want one person, and I'm going to ask for the microphone in the room. I think I got one in the room in the back. Do I have a microphone? Yep. Come quick for me, please. I just want someone to synthesize for me the distinction between bragging and shameless self-promotion. The distinction between bragging and shameless self-promotion. Just raise your hand, just so you know you can't frickin' get it wrong. Some of you right now are going brrrr in your stomach. Distinction between bragging and shameless self-promotion. There's an arm in the backs. Take a deep breath with me. Come on back. Take a deep breath and come on back. Just so you know, when you're negotiating salary, the person who can sit in silence the longest with the longest fart makes the most money. Just so you know. Because we are so uncomfortable in silence. Are you with me? Turn the person next to you and say, I knew she was smart. Do it again, twice as loud. Perfect. Out loud. Shameless self-promotion distinction.
Oh, is that me?
Yeah.
All right. So I figure that both are based on fact.
Yep.
But with bragging, you're not trying to achieve anything but a shameless self-promotion with a twist.
Okay, good. Anybody else around there that just wants to take the microphone and add to that? Give her a hand. Don't make anybody talk. Don't make anybody talk. There's one over there.
I only guess that, when you brag, you don't really love yourself.
Yes.
That's it.
Love it. Give me a hand. One more. Come on down. You got to run like the Price is Right. Do you guys got the Price is Right?
Does it work? It works.
Oh, never mind. I got one.
I think it's
Stand by.
the way you communicate it.
Yes.
That's
Love it. Give him a hand. So let me help you. I'm going to synthesize. I'm sorry I don't have time. I'm almost out of time. Would you forgive me? Okay, good. You look really smart, too. I bet it was going to be really good. Okay. So bragging is a push. Shameless self-promotion is an attraction and a draw. Bragging is in fear and desperation. You with me? Shameless self-promotion is in confidence. And it is a way of being. That was a great thing to end on. Who you're being makes the biggest difference in the world. When you say to a 4-year-old, you say, Sarah, you're so pretty, and she goes, I know, right? Don't 4-year-olds do that? Versus when you say to a 14-year-old who's annoyed, oh, Sarah, you look so pretty. Whatever. Right? It's the difference in being. You with me? Turn the person next to you, say, that was worth its weight in gold. Turn the person next to you, say, that was worth its weight in gold. Perfect. So who loves to write stuff down in your books? Like, you know, you have books. Who loves to write stuff down? Who could care less? Who's still not raising their hands? Okay, excellent. So if at any time when we're talking these last few minutes, if you want to write stuff down or reflect during the day, this is just where I would synthesize it. With your partner, I'm going to give you a couple of things to discuss. I want you to discuss where have you made some mistakes in bragging and shameless self-promotion that you might need some forgiveness from yourself. Maybe you've talked too much. Maybe you've talked too little. Maybe you haven't spoke up at all. What are some of the things, mistakes that you might need to forgive yourself for that you've done? Talk, go. With your partner. Excellent, come on back. Excellent, come on back. Excellent. Come on back. Please help me so we can get everyone quiet. Excellent. What I want you to talk about next, just for a couple minutes or so, like what actually could you do, and you're allowed to give advice in this moment to your partner. What could you do different next time in this realm? What could you do next time in terms of action? Maybe you really are looking for a job and I would sneak in, maybe I should get my butt on LinkedIn. Who knows what LinkedIn is? Who does not know what LinkedIn is? Who doesn't know what LinkedIn is and doesn't want to raise their hand? Who's still not raising their hand? Excellent. One of your actions might be, what the heck is LinkedIn, to find out about it? It is one of the top ways to secure an amazing job is LinkedIn and social media. It's fantastic, right? Sometimes though, when we're in fear or whatever, we don't find solutions. So just discuss for a couple of minutes, what are a couple of actions you might be able to take in this realm of shameless self-promotion with your partner. Excellent. Come on back. Tell your partner, that is the most brilliant thing I've heard all day. All right. Before Constantino comes back on for some questions, I want to leave you with one of my favorite quotes. It's in a movie. It's in Coach Carter. And this is the reason why I love fear so much. And the quote was originally made by Marianne Williamson, whom I absolutely love. One of my favorite books by her is called Return to Love, which really looks at these principles of dancing between love and fear. And I want to go ahead and play this for you. You need audio?
Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We were all meant to shine as children do. It's not just in...
Okay. her fear is so low. Doesn't mean she doesn't feel scared in a moment. The translator stuff wasn't working and that was all crappy, and then she got it handled and then she's back in the low space, right? We're going back and forth. As a leader, her fear is so low. She's managing all these speakers. She got all these sponsors to come. She got all of us to come for free. That is a feat all on its own. Like, I'm not kidding you.
No way.
It's a big deal. Yeah, everyone here has philanthropically given. Isn't that awesome? Yeah. And it's an exquisite question because it always comes back down to us. As a leader, when we can lower and manage our own fear in the moment, that's when we really calm others down. And the conversation I like to interject as a media trainer, because that's high skill. Like when you can be, you know this from being on camera, when you can be so authentic and so real and so raw on camera, you can frickin' do it everywhere. That's one of the reasons why I teach it, because all I'm teaching is how to manage fear. And then here's another added conversation. When you can lower your fear so deeply that when I'm interviewing with him and he's got 17 stories he's doing that day and he's all crazy doing all kinds of stuff, I can calm him down in his busyness because I've gotten so good at calming myself down. Are you with me? Yeah, that was an awesome question. Thank you.
How do you manage people who are afraid of the fact that you have no fear?
So let me say this. I'm terrified most of the time. Like, really. Like, sometimes I'll take a risk. I don't know if it's going to be funny, or am I oversharing? Anyone ever overshared? Right? Anyone been a victim of oversharing? Who's still not raising their hands? Just accurate. Okay. So, and I'm going to risk oversharing for a moment. Take a deep breath in the room. Deep breath in the room. A lot of people that know me, that go to my half-day boot camps, whatever, know I'm an incest survivor. Deep breath in the room. Incest is heavy, right? Right? When I first started talking about it, another deep breath in the room. When I first started talking about it, I was saying way too much. I wasn't calm enough because people were coming at me with questions and I felt shame and uncomfortable. I didn't have the skills to manage the discomfort of disclosing something that personal. Are you with me? Right? Now it's nothing. I'm at the point at 49 years old, it's the best thing that's ever happened to me. Not the act, not what happened to me. When things happen to us, whether it's incest, losing our jobs, our homes, getting divorced, we change. And grief changes us. Not suffering. I'm not talking about suffering. I'm talking about real grief and moving through the steps of forgiveness, whatever that looks like for you. You become so compassionate and so kind. That's why people do nonprofits. That's why people start giving back to the community, because you've had some pretty horrible things happen to you and you know what it's like. Are you with me? And it becomes beautiful when you start really loving the person you become. I love the person I become. And you can feel it when I'm with you, because not only do I love me, what it really gives me access to is adoring you. I've been telling every man I meet, oh my God, you are so gorgeous. I mean, everywhere, at the restaurant, like you get some freedom to say things in a beautiful way, like the 4-year-old. You with me? Like, oh my God, you are so good looking. And just like, oh my gosh. And I always preface, I'm a grandma, don't worry, I've got a husband, I love him. I'm not trying to have sex with you. You know, I'm a grandma, for goodness sake. You with me? Does that answer the question? Does that answer your question?
No, not really.
All right, say it again.
Well, the question has to do with people
Yeah.
who are in a discomfort zone and they feel bad about the fact that you have no fear and you have this well-meant, shameless, self-promotive
Yeah.
spirit. I mean, there are people who say, like, who does she think she is, or who do you
Yeah.
think you are? And they might say what we call in Greek halao di piazza,
Yeah,
which
got it.
means, yeah,
Totally got it. Yeah. So here's the thing.
like they might want to make your life difficult.
Yes.
How do you treat them?
Yeah.
That's the question.
So here's my thing. You meet me, exactly how I am up here is exactly how I am out there. I'm exactly how I am here is how I am out there. Some people are not going to like you. They're going to think that you're bragging when you're actually shamelessly self-promoting. Has anyone ever been a victim of jealousy? Has anyone ever felt jealous? Is anyone still not raising their hands? Right. So jealous is steps in the fear thing, right? I'm getting so comfortable with the discomfort of folks not being comfortable with me being so comfortable.
I can be with it. Because some people are just going to love me. Some people are not going to like me at all. You have that, for instance, like you're very verbal. Some people love you. Some people don't like you at all. Are you with me? Right? That is life in the big city, kitty. Right? And when you can embrace that in a really powerful way, the gossip around that doesn't impact you like it did. Now, like when I was 20, I would have been really embarrassed to come up here with white legs. Okay, my legs are white. Okay? Now, at this age, like, I don't care, you know? I got white legs. Okay? I got white legs, right? And I feel very similar to that. If people think I'm bragging or they don't like me, they're not going to hang out with me and be in my space. It's okay. I bless you. It's all good.
That's a fantastic answer to my question.
Thank you.
Cheers.
We're done. I've got to finish up. Mwah. Let me high five you and let me just finish up. Sweet.
Shawne.
No. That's the other way around.
Thank
See you later.
All right, let me just finish.
I've got a question. Shawne.
You know what? I've got 1 minute and 5 seconds and I got to say all this. So is it like I got 1 minute and 5 seconds. Can you ask me afterwards or maybe ask later someone else? Seriously.
Okay.
Because I really want to honor time. Are you with me?
Yes.
Yeah, we got other speakers to come up. Got it? All right, so I'm going to go fast. You ready? Turn the person next to you, say, go fast. Turn the person on the other side, say, I love fast women. All right, so I promised a couple of things. I promised you get some tips on what are you broadcasting. Promised we play in some fear. Promised you get some new perceptions. Did you receive some of those? Excellent. So did someone not receive those? Got it? Anyone still not raising their hands? Perfect. Okay, so a couple of things. Out there, all the speakers have tables to check out stuff, free stuff. We got all kinds of stuff out there. I've got an evaluation form. If you're inspired to leave me an evaluation and put your email on it, you'll get an email from me and you'll get one of my 20 tips on networking. That's just fantastic. They're called networking nuggets. So if you'd like to do that, you can. Also, many of us have products, like inexpensive products and stuff out there. I have something I would like to give you. May I? May I? If you don't have a job, if you're actually seeking an opportunity right now, I've got 5 downloads out there from LinkedIn, Managing Fear, Forgiveness. One of them is on face reading that's just so fun. I give it to you. Receive from my heart. All you have to do, put on the order form, is you can't say you're unemployed. You write, I am seeking an opportunity. So no credit card, none of that. Email and my office will send it to you as my gift. Sound good? You're welcome. It has been my delight to be here. Do you say my goose is cooked here? Do you say the goose is cooked? Okay, so that's an American phrase. You're learning. Good. My goose is cooked. It's time for me to go. Mwah. It's been a delight to be with you. Thank you for having me. Mwah, mwah. Mwah. Have fun.